Hey everyone, welcome back to Button and Brick, and welcome to our Modern Expo Center in Planet Coaster 2. I was thinking we really should start working on like a proper name for this place. Um, Maybe we'll find inspiration along the way. We're going to start something completely new today. The marketplace behind us, right? And now we're going to move on to what could be one of the biggest and most ambitious projects we've ever taken on so far. That's going to be the Performing Arts Center. And it's going to be going right here at the end of our park. We could have theaters, performance spaces, maybe some really unique architecture, and who knows, maybe we'll even snag the DLC for the Sorcery Pack and use the Flying Theater to make our Performing Arts Center truly a memorable experience and attraction for the visitors to the expo. But for now, we're starting from the ground up. So join me as we begin a brand new chapter of our Modern Expo Center, and let's see if we can create something truly iconic, if not ironic. Okay. For now, the sandbox awaits. And as always, feel free to drop a comment if you have any questions or suggestions. I love chatting with y'all. And we're just going to hang out, drop some pieces on the map, see what we could put together, have a good time, and work to create something truly unique in Planet Coaster. A place for all, one day with a vision that maybe you, watching this right now, could create an exhibit that we can host on a video in our exhibit halls. Maybe you want to design a convention, an exhibit, whatever it is. I think community created festivals and exhibits would be great at this place. And we'll see where it takes us. For now, we have a clean slate to build off of, and that's really exciting. So as we get things set up for this live stream, all right, grab a drink, snack, pillow, whatever you need. Let's relax and build. Thanks for being along with us. Always, if you do dig the video, drop a comment, click the like, and if you could be so kind as to subscribe so you can get notifications of our next live streams and future videos. For now, let's dive in and start building. So we have the first space here. As you notice, have removed the monorail station from this area, and I don't even know if it's running right now. Let's put it back on. And also, since our last stream, I cut the lights in half. It just felt overlit. In some areas I left it, but down like the whole stretch, did that in case. Don't know why I'm sharing that, but why not? So what we want to first focus on is getting the right height, right? Over at the entrance hall, the monorail station, right, lies up 2 ramps to get to that level. On the Performing Arts Center, it's going to be entry level already. Show you what that means, right? Because there has to be some way around and through, right? Which is going to cause us some interesting challenges. For now, we'll just let it float by. What we're going to do is, this is one strip of pieces and pathing. Right? Okay. We're going to copy that. And we're going to do, first, we're going to find what the height of the monorail is. All right. Retrospect, really could have just left the station there. That would have been easier. Let's just swing it over here, because I think what we want to really align it with is this station, right? We'll know when we get it, because you'll see that happen. Okay, like that's golden. Okay. All right. So we're going to do this a couple of different ways, because we have to. Whoops. Where are we going? Where are we going? All right. So this is the height. Okay. It's not aligned with that one anymore, but this is the height. We're just going to put it back over here. Okay. So we'll just leave that. We can also, we need to, well, for now, let's leave the monorail. We're going to need to move it back eventually. Right. Now let's come back over and take all of this. Scratch that. We're just going to take the strip without the flooring, right? And what we're going to do, advance, move, and duplicate. And these are 1.64 feet tall, right? So if I go up 1 foot, right? So we're going to do that, and then we're going to use, is that the right one? Let's try this one, right? And we're going to go 2, 3, 4, there. Whoa, get overexcited there. All right. This is going to be steps up. And we're going to do it until we reach the height. Remember, we don't know exactly how far that one is back. It's just a height marker. But until we reach the height of that, we're going to build steps up. And then we'll know that the height we'll have will at least match station, right? And what we do with the station, how far that is inside, that'll be determined. Let me find you all on here. I want to say hello and welcome. Just say hello and welcome. Cool. All right. So that's height, right? Let's say that's that. Like monorail is set. We're gonna keep it. It's not. We're not gonna have any going up and down and stuff. This is a flat area. What we want to do is start looking at where the Performing Arts Center is going to go and judging the scale against what we already have. Right? Exhibit halls are large for a reason. They hold a lot of space, right? Other areas are larger or more contained, stuff like that. We want the Performing Arts Center from here, the center of the green, really anywhere in this area to really, really stand out as something that is quite magnificent. And that should draw you equally as much as the observation wheel, right? As much as other stuff, right? Now I found like doing stairs like this is gonna cover is much of an area for us to run stairs under it, make it invisible and have it look half decent. I would love to have like massively chunkier stairs, but it won't. It's just going to be weird watching people go up it. This can mostly pass, right? It'll look here and there, but it'll mostly pass, right? Going up that. All right, and that's if equally it doesn't ramp and we can actually get some. But I think this is going to be. Let's just make sure everything is good there. Okay. You know, we can do like chunkier steps on the side, right? And then the other entrance, right? Which I think will be a false entrance to maybe elevator, like, but it'll be a false entrance because there's no working elevators, and we want to route people up in this way, right? I think that's the idea. But look, I mean, we're already steps are taller than what the marketplace. So you know it's going to be sitting up there. The observation wheel still holds, right, with that. This monorail thing is going to be in the way. Yes, we're going to have to close it. Nobody's riding it anyway. Even messed around with some yeah, we'll have to figure it out. This is just a matter of whoops. You need it to go straight. Right? Because the monorail has to come in. Something back here. I don't know, that might be too much, right? I want to be able to get, right, because there needs to be a station and there needs to be a way to route people either back down and under it or over top of it, or we may have to, yeah, I mean, we may have to do something like that. Or maybe you go in and then otherwise well, will it play like walk across, like a transport ride where, I mean, you can't jump across that. All right, this is going to be interesting. We'll figure it out. We're going to get like a station if we have to do something, and maybe it has to go up higher, and maybe that's even cooler. We'll figure it out. But we do know We should connect it just because it's kind of cool to watch the monorail. Anyway, I'll just leave it. At least we'll get to watch it go through. There'll be some kinetic energy. But I did want to move it if the shadow was there and just give us a much cleaner space. Now we have the side areas here, and we're going to use... Whoa. Go to... No? Oh, C3 is. Can I get some C3? Concrete. That's what it is. One of these will be alright for it. Yeah. Oh, let me change the color. Ah, that's why. Alright, let me grab it again. Oh, come on, man. That's going to end up being way too high. Let's try this one. Okay. You catching what we're putting down now? Right on. I couldn't nail it, huh? Just wasn't gonna happen. Okay, let's... Alright, I guess this now. That should be flat on ground. Let me bring those other ones. Twice. I think this is going to be a thing of, hey, let's just get it one thing at a time. Do it super clean. Be happy with it. Not try to overly rush around everything. One piece at a shot, and do it live. So you could like see how it's all made. Yes and no. I mean, I'm gonna have to move them all, but it might be easier to just do that. It's like a giant saw. Oh, no, not a giant saw. Okay, let's move them all in. Whoa, what's up with that? Okay. Still think this is faster than if we would have had to rebuild it all over again. But it's weird that it does do that. Still satisfying, right, in the end. Okay, maybe these would have been faster to do. It's just like that extra one depending on which side of the line you want to be on. There's some crazy theory to that stuff. I'm telling you. I just don't even get it. Come on. That one last one didn't do it. Okay. I mean, really, could bring all of that out and bring this out, and then you get rid of those things. But they're already in there on that one too. Now, I think we're going to end up having stuff over that anyway. So, okay. It is going to be neat having a monorail that actually has a station inside something, even though the monorail does run through that. You can go hide in here. Oh, I have the torch on in the daytime. It's like a shelter. Okay. Oh, does this grab the whole 11? All right. So with this, the initial idea was, okay, all right, good. This will multiply stuff. Hello. Pink hands waving. Howdy. Welcome to the staircase of the Future Performing Arts Center. We have a engineering challenge Maybe we have more of an engineering challenge. Oh, I was doing that in bulk 2 seconds ago. Then we do design challenge. Oh, that's all of them. That's good. Okay. Oh no, let's do it this way. All right. You know, I'm teasing about putting the flying theater in there, but I don't have the DLC for it, and I equally puts me in a position where if I'm even talking about it or teasing it and don't have it, and equally don't have any idea of how large it is to plan if I wanted to put it inside for anything. So, there's that. So, what I do think though is if that is in here, right, that it goes, the entry is at a bottom, right? Because the things go zzz up. And if the entry is at the bottom, then yes, we want everybody to walk in. The monorail station can remain here, right? And then there is downward ramps, which we can do 1, 2, or maybe 1, and that goes down to this area. And this would be the loading area for the theater, which would probably sit here, right? And then that starts getting to about the size of, you know, quite large. And then you're going to have whatever we do with the building up in front of this way to build it out. So I think we're on the right track size-wise to figure something here. But it's almost like we really do need to get a platform. Maybe we do need to figure out where this station is going to be and get it in, because that could inform so much of how we do it. Equally, any attraction that we want to put in there. It could be big, like it could be the size of this whole green. You know, this thing is big. Oh, I got an idea. $16, 32 meters. Is it bigger than like that? It might be. If it's like this, yeah. Because the monorail station, if we do this, the monorail station, right, is the back of whatever layer lobby this is, right? And then this is built up. And then there is a balcony right at the end. So what we need to understand is how far in does the monorail go? How far does it really need to go? Like, what do we want when you get in here? Like, on this level, do we want bathrooms? Do we want concessions? Right? Is this going to be a lobby, and then down here is concessions? trying to think here might be better, like you go into this big area, like I think we're gonna have a lot of like glass and concrete building this thing out. That's kind of the idea. And then there is the where do we build, right, to get off this way, right, where there could be accessible entrance, right? And we can just put like an elevator in there and then like a false door inside there. So we do want to be compliant or in that way. No. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if we do. Okay, this is the idea. Wait, hang on. Oh, come on, man. All right, because then you have 1, 2. Okay, each one of these could be like a solid square. 1, 2 break. Can have 1, 2 concessions. 2. All right, like maybe there. Let's go for it. Yes, I guess it would need to. Yeah. Yes. All right, let's keep building. Remember, this is going to be one piece at a time and lightly ambitious. I don't know if the monorail is going to be there. Oh, we're not going to go that far. Right? And then like that monorail has to get, we have to be lucky. Because we're coming in from the turn. When we make this, we have to get lucky off of that. And we might just have to just do it and go and see like, hey, this is where it came from that side, like let's try it again type thing. Yeah, this is going to be engineering challenge, but I think it's going to come together. Actually, everything that we have done has come together. Let's leave that off. Okay. All right. So, going to do this. The reason is I'm going to measure. We're not going to need that far, right? one of these areas here. I'm just going to use it to kind of eye to measure, but we're going to need to, and also make a decision, because I don't know that there's ever going to be anything right there. We may want to have this monorail come in, actually curve here, curve here, curve here, and go through. This will need to go around. Some of those are easier because we're going to have the conservatory here. It may be able to come here and then come into toward the conservatory and then bend again. I guess the real... Can we do that? Can we lay the station, undo it, grab it, and just move that station? Only one way to try. I mean, to do it is to try. It's like skating right across from it. Okay. Okay. I'll admit I was not as prepared. We don't need the track as much as the station to work out, right? I wasn't prepared to this much monorail stuff. Oh. Well, we're going to put that through. Okay, let's put it through and then see if we can move it, right? Okay. Because I would want to try to get it centered and all that too. Well, let's do this. 30, 59. Okay, so let's do that. Take this. Okay, delete. All right, take this one. Delete. I don't know if this is going to work. But if it does, that'll be cool. Okay, now it's just the station there. Will it let me drag it is the question. And then if so, we can put the station where we want and then work to get track elsewhere. Is it going to move the entire monorail? Yes, it is. Okay. Is that going to move? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. So I don't think that disconnects did what I wanted it to do specifically. What about this? No, We don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to have to aim. We're going to have to aim for it and get close enough to where it makes sense. I almost want to. This is like a good amount of space. Is it too much? Like, should we aim for right here? You know, that might be a better. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Everything else becomes easy because we can get creative with track in between stations. I think there is a view where camera mode is first person. Yeah. Maybe we could just ride it in. Let's see here. I think this makes it so much more difficult, but it does allow us to point the rectal. This is so much not easier. How do I turn that off? Is it free? Is that how I normally do it? I hope so. It almost feels too free. Wait. It's got to be attached, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is much easier this way. I just feel more comfortable this way. I don't know if we can be able to get in there and have it be straight, though. I think it's good. This is fun. All right, we'll give this a shot. If not, what we'll do is we'll start working on the outer front. What we can do is take this one and just make it that much shorter. 43. And then back to 56. As this comes in straight here, let's see where it ended up. $46. Yeah, see, it's going to be very close to one of them. I think we just have to put a little trial and error into it. All right, let's go with 43, and then 56 for the rest of the way again. This will be very worth it in the end. All right, that's the smallest that it's going to get over there. That means so 43. Now that we're straight again, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that got much on the other side. Maybe we don't even need to go that far. Okay, so that is, and that one's in the middle of that is close, right? So maybe that's, you do 43 and then 40, right? So that is 46. There's probably a math solution to this. I mean, there's got to be a math solution to it. It needs to increase still. Like, I so want to figure it out. I mean, it's just lightly annoying. But it's good. It's all good fun. See, that is like so much closer. That's the one we want to go in. Where can we make like a micro extra difference? Right? In this curve from 49 to 52. Maybe that's enough. We're gonna get close to it. It's a numbers game at this point. I think we roll with that right now, where we're just gonna be getting a bit overly picky. All right, so wait. Where is it? That one. Everybody on the other side. What do you mean? How does it exceed limits? I bet if I do it from the other side, it'll work. Oh no, that's why. Okay. I understand now. Oh. For those of you hanging in through this exciting trial and error session of laying down monorail track, well done, crew. All right, good enough for now. We'll straighten her out. I think we got it in a place that is manageable. See how it goes. Let's get all of these out of there. All right. Okay, we can clear out. Oh, I guess these all got, some of these got attached to the same thing. We can clear out a few of these and let's expose the station a bit. Another thing we can do is we can shift the entire building around it before we get too far down the line, right? I just want to get like it, that is relatively close, right? No complaints about it, that's for sure. I'll put that. I don't know. That might get hit by the things or not. If not, we'll clear the space for it. I think we're gonna crash down a lot of this stuff on the outside here. But let's just lay some walls down. It's interesting, it's two of these, the slabs, and then one of the 1 meters or whatever just ended up being the height. It's almost looking like we're just building some sort of kind of like big monorail station, right? More than not. And I realize, yes, we're also having to build a monorail station if we're going to put the monorail station inside the Performing Arts Center, right? But it's going to be worth it. This station won't be set up unless we have, I think stuff will flow through it. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. If we take, because that's going to go right to there. Maybe we take all of this and then do that with it. All right. That will save us maybe a couple down the line. Also, that can't be 99. Can it? 9 of 11 it can be, I guess. Alright, split from building. Advance move. And we're gonna go up. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Something crazy like that for now. Okay. All right. We'll figure out the flooring, and then there's going to be the balcony. There'll be a balcony right here, and that'll drop off into this space, right? Because what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna open up stuff so there can be ramps to get down. And this will be open here. Maybe there's more concessions down there. This could be the top of the ceiling for that area, right? And you know, even if it is, I would imagine we are probably gonna do a 1, 2, yeah, okay. All right. Oh, I didn't measure in my brain, right? Oh, we could just add one more to it. Who cares? Right? Duh. Let's do that. Problem solved. All right, we'll fill that with glass. That might be one of the larger areas to fill with glass. They're like extra much bigger than these are. Bigger than those two. All right, and then in front of that, this could be the wherever the attractions go. So I mean, you can look. This thing is going to sit pretty far back. You know, that's going to take up a considerable space at the end of this area. I don't know how much room further back there is. Not much. Okay, don't ask. No idea. Something about it was just not cool. You seeing what I'm seeing? I did want to leave one. I guess. Ooh. Ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da. Come on. What do we use? So, what about our trusty octagon? Is that going to be weird, or is it going to just be working? Don't need a framed octagon, we just want an octagon. All right, octagon, octagon. Let's see, do you get there? Come on. Oh, I don't know if it is going to do it. Negative. Okay. If the octagon can't do it, we are out of luck. No, I'm just kidding. We'll just have to do a set of panels. Ooh, that would be an interesting idea. Would take a little bit of time, but could be super worth it. One. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. I haven't. Do we do it seamless, or do you do it with a? Let's try both. Okay. Let's see if this works. Let's put it at 130. I don't know what the right number is, but we'll find it. Okay, so if we 1, 2, 3. Okay. we do this. 1, 2, 3. They should scale together now. One more. Okay. All right, and then what we'll do, let's see how long this is going to take. It'll take forever unless I hit the button. Button. And brick. We'll try this as an experiment and see if it works. How much further do we have to go? My goodness. I don't know. If it ends on like where the square is full at the end, like jackpot. But it's not. It's gonna get close. So it got close. Let's see. I think that still is a building material. Oh, it's picking it up. All right, create new group. Oh, I see. Okay, and the idea was I was going to okay, wait. Like if we did something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, could move these over just a little bit. I don't think we can shrink these panels down, but it looks so cool. I like want to do one at the end there too, but it's going to kind of be a off. Like we do that, imagine like just a random thing. I don't know what it ends up being like inside. If it's like too much. You know, you'd have to do something like that with like a thing around it. And maybe that's the way to do it. And like we put some border around it so you can get, so we do get all of those in there. Just because it looks so fresh. Of course. It's like mosaic, right? Don't know. Let's sit with it for a little bit. Let me know what you think about it in the chat. I think we need to find some sort of filler there to do it right like that. Or we could probably stretch them a little bit, right? And then find something to fill on the sides. I don't know. That was kind of a neat idea. Yeah, let me take this one and just because that way it's different too. Okay. Too bad it doesn't like reflect down there with the colors. All good. All right, let's work on framing the entry. All right, we can start over with these. So it should still be one, two, three, yeah, something like that. Like big entry. All right. It's like you're walking into the stage and then you're going to go down into the stage and then you're going to be in the stage. Ha ha ha! Okay, come on, one more time. I don't even know which ones I picked. Not sure about it either. Just curious. You know, it'd be a good idea maybe to get us in kind of the mood for what we're trying to create here. Is some chosen ambiance. Just put it right here. No, I don't want to add it to the building. So this is a performing arts center. Let's see. Orchestral. Would something orchestral makes total sense. Yeah, this will work, but I can't listen to this over and over and over again like that. No. Little too much. This isn't bad, but it's not like... Maybe it is like a serious play. Actually, there's something about it. Let's pop it on for a little bit. It's just ambient. I'll cut out the other stuff for a bit too. I don't even know if we need an extra one right here. Yeah, I guess that might be the... just to have the hole for it. We'll continue putting more than the foundation down for our performing arts center. Now, it may look squared off in the front right now, but we're going to do anything but that. Before we can do anything, though, we need to be able to frame out everything and just get an overarching sense. As mentioned, this could be a bit of an ambitious build. All right, we'll see. We're just going to test the monorail through there. All right, that meets where that ceiling is. Although that ceiling can go up 1.64 feet per Planet Coaster feeding. Gotta put up the concrete first, and we can start chiseling away. So much for our ambiance. Stereo. All right, so they come in here. Here's the big space. All right, how are we gonna get them down? Is this enough? Whoa. All right, and to have over there. It's something very simple. The bathrooms and concessions may have to just be downstairs. Maybe this is just more of a welcome lobby. Right? I mean, it almost equally needs its own unique one of these things. Right? Like it would need its own anyway. Why grab one when you can grab them both? Oh, I do need to... They became part of the same building. Okay. Another thing about those glass things. Oh. Ah. Twice. Is the opacity is really high. But if I do this, I have a feeling they might all change back to the same color. Can I just change the opacity? Will they stay? Oh, ha, ha. All right, good. It's a little bit more subtle. Maybe we can just... not sure how I feel about it still. It's too subtle to even see it from inside here. Better off just having glass. not a small space in there. Let's go grab our dude. Where's he at? I see him. Come on, my friend. Oh. We can start gauging how big this place actually is. Or if we need to make it bigger. Yeah, I mean... And then you're here, and then you'll see there's the monorail, and then from here there's nothing on the... It'll drop down. So let's do this. It says do it another time. Whoa. So... Because we have this thing too. So maybe it should sit like that. That's the difference of how far we really could use have that over, or how far we move the building back. That's the difference. It's easy. The easier thing is to move this entire thing. And you could even leave the stairs and just move the difference between here and here. It would be probably pretty indistinguishable. I mean, maybe you don't need, like, when you push back that first one, that's the difference. It's just that. I mean, that's... And the thing is, what we could do is we could just barely shift some of these, because you're shifting this whole line back just a little here, and then we shift these over, and you just kind of fill it in. We can get really close without having to move the whole building. We can kind of make it happen. It's still really close. I mean, that was just like, wait, what's wrong here? Something is off. That whole wall is off, isn't it? Why? Why? Come on. over that. My goodness. Good thing this only takes a minute to do. It'll take longer to delete them than to copy and paste them in there. Wall invaders. Oh, that'll get us most of the way there. Ah! Okay, we back to normal yet? Almost back. We're back. Whew. All right, now we gotta figure. All right, we need to get guests in. We gotta go right there, don't we? We gotta get guests in and down under the track. To do that, I'm gonna have to leave some opening on both sides. Yeah, maybe double opening. All right. Don't know what happened to those. Okay. All right, that can be an opening, and then that can be an opening. Let's grab... Definitely making some progress here. Remember, we started with just a flat piece of land. Now we have a massive concrete structure here. With a monorail running through it. Come on. Come on. Right? Are there any like more pieces, like station pieces like these? I don't know if that even fits the bill because it needs more space. Let me see. Where's the next monorail? And pause. We good, but can't do anything else. We good. We can come down more here, though. That's the idea. That's what we do. So something was weird because it, like, the opening is bigger than the one in the entrance hall. I mean, now let's give it a little bit more space. Okay. Are y'all catching what we're putting down? Oh, there won't be. It's just the concrete that there won't be, and that's sitting up on top of the concrete rather than going into the concrete, and that's when one filling the other. I think we have to gauge it by that way. And then we'll have to just fill it in with a thing. Just fill it in. Or that's part of an open window, which makes more sense. That won't align. This is a massive structure. It's really considerably large. I think the easiest way is, like, only because of the shape, is like, look at the size of the entrance hall could fit inside of this. This is just a lobby in the station, and then it'll go down into the floor of the theater, and then there'll be whatever attraction we have that'll be out this. Now, design-wise, I think we'll end up coming out a bit and going up. I'm not sure about these glass the way we have it. Equally not sure about, like, why I gotta do this, but a weird thing to fill in, but we're kind of at a weird height. All right, 2 more pieces, and then we're gonna go move on to the next. Really? Oh, there are two there. Fine. Huh. Whatever. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, we need tunnels. This is supposed to be... This has got to be closed off because this is like going to be an elevator. So I just want to make sure we're blocking that space. A lot of that happening here. This is just like, I guess this could be... Well, if that's the elevator... Well, no, I guess they couldn't, because if we want the elevator to open up on this side here, they need to be able to go... they need to be able to go into a thing, and then the elevator is here. Alright, undo. I'll come back to that. And then the other part is... yeah, we could end up doing this too. We're gonna have to do some cleaning in here. Oh yeah, we can get that close? Sure, let's do it. Okay. Almost sounds like the orchestra is practicing some... Whoa! Got some unique light flashing. Oh, it's already getting there. Don't love these. Let's... Whoa. Are those in the... Oh, this is in the building now? Okay, fine. Just need a fresh... Oh, come on. Fresh slate. Oh. That is mildly, you know what. Not opposed to the idea again, but I need to see it without it for a bit too. I hope these are separate. Okay. All right, so height we have, right? And the idea is that the marketplace has to, as important as it could be, it has to sit without interfering or taking away from the Performing Arts Center. And I think, look where we're already at right now. I don't think it does that at all. And will be a destination for people on their way there. I think we want to also do something that is open, like open air. Yeah. The idea to use these levels of concrete. Let's split that from the building. All right. All right, so use these in levels. We can go like full, I think. Let's see. I think that where are you? Where are you, my friend? Does this pass the balloon test? Do you pass the balloon test? Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Pass the balloon test. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Right? Why does that do that? I gotta do it again. Right, and then it resets. Just wanted to expand these out a little bit. Might even go one more. Let's see, give it some space. Okay. Might be able to get rid of that whole top thing in the middle and open that up now. Let's keep everything as open as we can. Whoa, look at that. That's some boom. That is some killer lighting right there. That is some killer lighting. That was some unkiller camera work. Cinematography, do 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 do. Right on. Okay. So I installed new fencing over here. I mean, this looks so good now. If people would only use it. I even tried to put a bunch of trees in the area to see if we can up it, but it's only at a 15% scenery bonus, and I don't think it goes to anywhere, and I don't think people like it yet. But they will. Oh yeah, see, look from here. The Performing Arts Center is already really, really taking shape, and we're going to do some really neat architectural things to, you know, kind of move with the facade both on the sides and such like that. Maybe equally how the monorail is received. Right, what I did want to do is, just for safety and not adding to the building, I mean, add to the building. Shh, don't tell it. We're not going to really add it to the building. We need some lighting in here. Okay, thank you. Okay. This might not be the right fence to use. We might want something a little bit more fancy and less not. I mean, because it's a performing arts center. That is only to protect everybody up until we make a better design decision. Just wanted to get something else in here besides concrete for all of 2 seconds, please and thank you. How far does that stuff go down? Enough to use these? No, where's the other one? Oh, that monorail almost took my face off. That's okay, monorail. That might be really pushing it. I don't think we can. That might be the only time I like that glitch. That might be the only time I do like it. So it's not going to end up doing it on the other side, right? Oh, it does. It's the only time I do not like those glitches, but I will say for some reason I think that actually helps us. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I don't know why, but we move everything just slightly, it'll. That might be getting a little too close. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we just use those. No, because those are still, come on. That's still not going to make sense. Okay. We could put floor and cover that up. We could use less of those two, but I don't think that's going to be a problem the way we're going to do the ramp thing. Okay. And knowing we're going to need to do ramp, we're going to need to bring floor in. Flooring. And then this might end up needing to be... We'll figure that out. Because we're gonna have to, right? Another idea of leaving these kind of open. Whoa! Where'd it go? Okay. I'd like some light color back in here, right? I mean, looking pretty, absolutely, you know what? Looking, you know what? Quite awesome, actually. And if you've been following our streams, right, you'll know like our first drafts or our first drafts, and right where things really start taking shape are not even usually the second time through, but actually the third. And it's, tell me this is going to fit exactly where we need it to. I think we can get it if I massage these just a little. Now that one's at the end. I think we could move it just a notch. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's it. That was it. Just one. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to move everything now, but that's what we needed. This'll just take just a moment. And as always, will be worth it. Or will it? Let's hope it. I thought we did it enough. It should work. Should just be just enough. Right? Should just be just enough. I think here has a little bit more room to go. Just a wee couple of nudges here. Just a wee couple more nudges. And we've got it. in the bag. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. La 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 la. Let's leave it for now. That's so crazy. Probably need to build some more windows in on the side. So doing that actually breaks that. But from here it looks pretty pretty awesome like that. Yep. Right, just like we did at the Oh, we'll get there. Okay. Yes, we'll get there. Yeah, I mean, that's a substantial size building, and knowing how much more is going in the back. But, like, yeah. That's pretty awesome. All right. This was able to go all the way to the outside there. Can I grab these, please? Oh, come on. Do you like these? Never used them before, but I like them for what we're doing with this. Oh, I don't want to move them. It was already all the way over there. I was hoping you were going to transport it. Oh, look at this place already. Crazy. Awesome. If we do the entry on this side, it's easy to do that. But I think what we'll have to do is do the entry here and then like keep it up against this wall and then curve it in. And I don't even know if I would go that far. Yeah, I guess we would. Let you go all the way to this wall. And no, we can do this. And let's see, where is that? I think that's the place where it'll end up, because I don't think that's too wide of a thing. Yeah, I think that's actually the come on. Go. No. It didn't add to building, right? No add to building. No add Add to building. No. Don't do it. Oh, it did it. That was my fault. All right. Split from building. You do not need to be part of the building. Let's see. Ribbon fence. Ribbon fence. Monorail. Boom, boom. Rotation complete. Ribbon fence. That might need a gate there. Like maybe ribbon fence to there, and then this is actually like a whole nother one of those gates, because you really don't want anybody getting through. Right? Like it would be... Right, we run them like right into the middle of the things. Right. And it's in the middle of it. All right. All right, because we need a protection. All right. Grab the rest of this. Trying it right there would be better. Can do that. Gotta get the other side too, right? Could bring that fence up here more. Might be a neat idea to do on the other one anyway. It's just a safety. Just safety. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just safety. Okay. Oh, there is different sizes of these. Hang on. What is this called again? Ribbon fence 4 meter. Ah, we're in luck. We are in luck. We're in luck. Ribbon. Ribbon fence 2 meter. Hello. Hello. Thank you. We win. We win. That's a win. That's a super win. Oh, added it to the building. Of course, let's unbuilding adding it. Split. The orchestral music back there is just haunting, and it like this being a performing arts center, I mean, I think that's the way. All right. This is good. That might be excessive for the monorail here. And we might need to put this path actually on the other side, because there's going to be more room to do something to help with. Yeah, that seems like a proper enough for the monorail. They can come in here, line up, take the monorail. They exit. They have free exit into here. Oh, maybe our ramps down are right in the middle, and then just come in the middle. Maybe that is the answer. I think that might be the answer. Only time will tell. We don't have that problem. Then we don't have the problem in the middle, right? Boom, right? And it's like a bigger entry, like they come down. I mean, maybe. Can we even get rid of? We can do this though. Maybe that's the lift we need. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, this place is gonna look. It's constant size check, right? You're down here looking at the marketplace, which is a pretty good sized building, and you look up there, I mean, and what the observation halls hall building, which looks like it can hold a blimp, seemed like it was so big before, and now the wheel still is very prominent and iconic, but you can see that this thing across the way is really taking shape. And yeah, I think that's probably the right height. Like, we're not going to go any higher now. I think we might go wider to show like a bit more scope, and that can get kind of built out even in other ways. Like, we'll get there. Kind of like to do more glass, but don't know if we do an angle or if we just let the glass sit more out there, free. I mean, I kind of like it lightly restricted to where it was at. Whoa. Which was actually here. I probably got to go move the other one again. Hey, that's what symmetry gets. You got to change one thing, you got to change the one on the other side. But when you want to add it, just copy and drag it over. All right, the stairs look fantastic. There's so much room for us to build this place out. Right, the back area will host an attraction of sorts, I think. Right, and that'll be. Oh, that could just go right on the glass, and that would be so sick, huh? Can we do it now? Seems like it would. It would go right here. Oh yeah, let's do it. Because we're probably gonna. I don't know, how long have we been streaming? It's got to be 2 hours. 2:21, right? So I think we're at a part, right, where we can say it's been a successful build and getting a foundation for what our performing arts center is going to be. This is going to need to go on the other side, though. That I've already figured out. Let's move that. It was here, right? Yeah. That will go on that side. I'll just leave that. Maybe, I mean, might put one on both sides. I don't know. For now, let's close this thing up. Not used to seeing it on that side. Is that where it was at? Yeah. Oh, because I cleared those out. Not used to seeing it like that. All right. This is so cool. Haha. All right, let's do that. Because this is that's kind of a moment we can use to close out the stream. I don't know that the monorail is going to be working at all, like in general. We got to connect the path, but we have the stanchions set up. that's how we're gonna, very similar to how we did the other one, the exit will exit out into this whole area. We did the balloon test, right? No matter where balloon dude exits. It's hard to see what those are kind of looped into. It almost needs to be the glass. We'll figure it out. All right, but he's good. So we're good on our scale and what we're trying to accomplish. I think now is molding what we're gonna do. A couple things we can do is like, is there anything else in this monorail station that we can kind of mirror? I don't think we're gonna take the lights or anything like that. Looks like we're missing. That's weird. You never know. Not even going to look for it. And you have an opportunity to fix something. Boom. All right, I guess I must have moved it for something else. We're going to use these similar benches in there. That's possible. They're kind of like the... Ugh. These had frame on the front. That makes sense for the frame on the front. Okay. We could keep borrowing from there for these things. But there's another light fixture, and it's part of the family we used in the marketplace. Like this one that's overhead. It kind of ends up looking fancy, and there's some other ones. Oh, say hello to the resort store. Resort store, why do I call it that? The expo shop. This place is super awesome. Just feel like having a look in here and look at our living wall in the eatery, this food hall. You get the monorail coming through. How awesome. That just looks so good. Oh, that's kind of like a cool flyby if I did that. Let's do that again. Huh. Fun doing those cinematographic ones. It's not easy doing that stuff. Okay, all right, let's go. Let's label her up for fun. Glad we found that shorter stanchion. All right, we're going to keep with our very creative, straightforward naming convention. All right, let's build it this way then. All right, so we're going to add this snap distance in. Add this group off. All right, we're going to ditch it again, and then we go back in it and then see where it lands. Okay, so we'll use this Performing Arts Center. Arts. Well, let me just do one at a time. I'm gonna have to count forward. It's probably faster to do this anyway than. I got these letters. Permorm. Why didn't anybody stop me? Saw it here live. Oh, did it again. Ha ha. When you know it's getting time. We're gonna run out of space. I think it might fall off the edge. What do you think? Ah, of course. All right, let's go grab those and slide them over, and then we'll finish the rest. Is that grabbing anything else, like the glass or anything? It did grab other stuff. Oh, maybe our dude down there. Oh, and the speaker, I see. Okay. It could be 15 letters. We'll find out. See if anything else moves besides the letters. No, we're clear. Okay. All right, let's go there. Center. Whew. Let's see here. I buy that it is 20. Let's just test it. Anything else coming along? Any glass? No, we're good. Okay. Okay, Let's group it, move it, rotate it, rotate it again, slide it over. We may or may not find a middle here. Let's see if we can actually. That would be it. That's about as close to the middle as it'll get, I think. And it'll go on that glass, probably down there, but maybe up one, and then shrunk. How small are we going to be able to get it before it starts crumbling to 50, right? No, it's going to go. It's going more. All right, now let's get it in the right place because I think it's a little. They're pretty close on there, actually. Oh yeah, they are. I just want it to be like attached to the glass. That part is to be, because from down here you can still see it. That's more center. When you get here, yeah, I mean it's a little high in that one. And the next question is, do we keep it white or, well, it's not even white right now. Or do we make it this dark bronzy color? You know, does that kind of look smarter than the white letters, especially going with the glass? I mean, I don't know that we're going to be able to keep the back open, you know? But the inside might end up being white or marble too. I don't know. I kind of like it like where it's dark letters like that in a way. Performing Arts Center, folks. Taking shape. Let's come on where the reflecting pool is, pop down and have a quick walk. Just so we can see perspective. Good to go. Oh yeah, look how exciting that looks from right around here. I'm gonna come around here. Maybe you see the exhibit halls. Whoa, look at the wheel. That looks so awesome. Whoa, what is that place? Oh, I want to check that out. Hey, what's this? What's this? Hi, hello. Oh, maybe I'll go on the wheel in a minute. Ooh, a marketplace. What is that place? Oh man, my virtual path isn't there. I'm stuck. Ooh, oh, I can zoom my brain in. Performing Arts Center. Wow. That looks like that's taken shape pretty well. And the monorail's going through it. Oh, maybe I should go into the marketplace and grab something to eat. Can I have a... Yeah, I'm gonna have one of those. Bloop. How was it, folks? And what? All right, so you're coming out of here, and oh yeah, the wheel's great, but you're immediately met by this performing arts center. That's gonna be fantastic. And it's striking. It doesn't need to be like a big box, you know, like the same. Like it's the height. The height is gonna sell this, right? And again, we're gonna have. Where's the? See, I don't know if this is the right floor. I mean, marble might be for inside. I mean, I think most of the concrete that we have down is probably going to be it. I think we'll have to close in. I just don't know how big the attraction or such. If we go with the flying theater, is that enough space where it's going to fit here, or is the thing like go out to here? I don't know. It's hard to gauge. Maybe next stream we'll find out. I don't know. I mean, there's no reason not to know, right? Um, and then we have to cut a hole in here. Where do we cut the hole? How far down do we need that ramp to go? Because you want to be able to walk in, get situated, and then maybe here is where the ramp begins down. I'd like it to even be further, actually. Right? Like, that's the ramp down. How many? You need 3 of these away, probably. Right? So the ramp will go down here into this space. Right? And then you'll have all your concessions, bathrooms will be in here, such like that. And then entry into the theater. Right? Do we install a theater? Do we build a theater? All to come. We're going to have to go lighter there, like use the 2. Try to keep a bit of a lower profile with it. So we're going to have to put a ceiling that ramps from here down to that, I don't know if that's enough. That's going to be, yeah. I mean, I think that might happen between streams, might not. I don't know. Be curious to see how if we use this. I think this is a separate thing, right? Like if we just use this, copy it, right? That's an 11.25% grade, right? Huh? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oof. Okay, finally. Okay, that's cool. All right, we might need more than this. I don't think that's going to help get us down. Just want to see for. Right, so if they're going to come, that's not going to be enough, right, of an angle to get down there. It's not going to be enough. So it means we have to start one earlier potentially, or this angle has to drop, which means a bit of a steeper angle for people to walk. Maybe that's the way it has to go. Right, and we can. Well, it's not going to go 45 degrees. Right. Is it? Can we get it like aimed at it right at least? Could be somewhere on that. Like that's quite a steep. Oh, maybe it doesn't need to go that far. This might be a little trial and error too. But we know there's probably a math solution. That's probably how far we're really going to need anyway. We really do need to get it kind of already down by then. What was that? just see what we got here. Like, that is the idea, but I don't know if that is not the execution we need out of it. Right? Like, yes, that's the idea. The idea is there. I know I said I was going to use a different floor, and we probably are. I just wanted to bring something in so we can kind of visualize. Okay, that's like, I wouldn't even say first draft. I think that's like a rough sketch of, we need to be able to close this in. This ramp has to work. I think for it to work, it's got to go back one more. I mean, and that's still plenty of space right here to come in. Because the whole idea is you're coming into the Performing Arts Center to go into the, down here into the Performing Arts Center. This is just the monorail station. So if we did one more, it's not really gonna... But it does help us get to change the angle. Between there and the bottom. I think conceptually, I think we're there with what we're trying to do with it. I think it just needs some executional love. It kind of needs to be on the floor by then, but this might help just provide some extra. I think we need it. We want to aim for it to be on the floor by then, right? So just a little bit more angle down. I can't get the angle to walk to see it. You know, I will say this, that's probably as close so far. Like, yeah, I think it does need a little bit up, just a little bit more, because there's room for it. Conceptually speaking, I think that's it. And it just gives you a sneak peek and a reason to see what's going to happen next time. right? It'll have walls too down the side, right? So you'll have, this will be enclosed, right? We'll get that enclosed, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll be dark concrete, how we're gonna kind of do that, so to say. It might be concrete in here, and then this leads down into the marble hall, right? I think that might be neat, and maybe we introduce, like, maybe the walls down here are marble, right? And then the floor at that threshold becomes marble. For everybody's sanity and sake of not getting overwhelmed with this, let's review. What did we actually do? Well, this was a completely blank slate, right? So kind of was just like, I tried to like do something and be like, all right, let me do this now here, because that's right. It was kind of like that. This is what we started with right here, and now we have this. Our Performing Arts Center. We'll have banners in there, there'll be benches, there'll be light fixtures, right? And this is just the entrance lobby, right? In perspective, right, and how big this place is, I mean, you can see the Performing Arts Center from really far away. And it's striking, and you can look at it and go like, oh, well, I've been there. That's the Performing Arts Center, right? And over here, we'll have the conservatory and potentially another attraction. But this is a good shell to work from. I think we do need to work to kind of have some stuff come out a little bit more. But this is like a good shell, like it as is, for directing everybody back that direction. And we'll definitely need more, right, we'll put I guess, I don't know if we use this same fencing. I might have to make a fence with like glass pane in it. You know, might have to do that actually. All right, because I don't know if we would go ahead and just throw another one back here so people can walk through. I mean, I guess why not? I don't know why I feel like I need to block this one. It's just, this one's just got so... That's just a fault, a high drop. Monorail. Just because I know you're as interested to see it as I am right now. Oh, come on. Take 3. Okay. I'm getting carried away here. When I should be saying, until next time. Oh, it's like almost like really starting to come together. I think, yeah, we do need maybe some different kind of, maybe like we'll have to create, trying to avoid going over granular with creating stuff like customization. That might look a little bit more fancy in here, right? There's still like room to maybe walk through here and just check out. I don't know if we would close it off completely, right? Maybe. Yeah. Also, like, do we angle these? Like, there's a lot of decisions to still be made in this area, but I'll be excited to work on that. For now, here's your Performing Arts Center. It's like floating in the glass. Awesome. Y'all are awesome. Thanks for the support. Hope you dig the stream. Hope you like what we're building here. This whole campus is just coming along so fast. So fast. And once we get that in the conservatory, we get to really talk about expansion and how we're going to approach that. I mean, that whole campus over there is massive, and look at all the space we have right here. Now, but the Performing Arts Center is taking shape. It's taking a shape. I think we need to get more shapy with it. Don't want it to be a box, but we need to get the frame in and stuff. It's got some neat. Oh yeah, let's do that too. Just when you think it's time to stop. An idea hits. Just curious if that started kind of extending back more, what that would look like. Or do we even offset it like down another notch? Like, let's check this out. Right. It's like offsetting it. We'll get there. Until next time, thanks for joining us here on Button and Brick. More Performing Arts Center. Yeah, we've gone vertical. Oh, and it's quite vertical. Oh, that's some stairs to have to walk up. And then equally walk back down into what is going to be a grand hall inside of here. Right? Maybe this is where this expands out and it's even greater, right? I think y'all know what we're going to need to figure that out. We can start getting some glass up top too, and yeah, we'll look forward to continuing next time live here on Button and Brick. We'll build out more of the Performing Arts Center in our Modern Expo Center. It's a lot of centers. Let's keep centered. Thank you all, and until next time. Been our live build on Planet Coaster 2, and appreciate everybody's support. Thank you. Have a good one.